Give me a second here. I'm firing on over to Facebook like I have to do every time. But I like to have it stream in two spots all at once because, hey, why not? It's fun, right? So it's Bob. I'm back. How are you, everyone? May as well do the intro properly. Bob's back, Biker News Canada. And let me get our TikTok video recording at the same time. Howdy, howdy out there in TikTok world. I'm back. Bob's back, Biker News Canada. We're going to do a look into Thursday nights, bike nights, and rides and all that good stuff all across our beautiful country. And we'll do a little rundown on that. I got a great scoop for everybody. For that, I'm going to say hi to the chat real quick. Hello, Ghost Eagle Guardian. Good to see you, brother. It's always a pleasure. And the exact same to you, Stefano. I love to see you guys in the chat. Tonight's going to be a more tame one. I'm not going to go over anyone else's videos tonight, although I could, because Black Dragon ventured into that subject again in this morning's show. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do another video about that. But anyways, the big scoop. I have Harley Gwendon on for an interview tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The chat will be open. By the way, if you're one of my friends from the YouTube world, I could use a mod for this one. The chat will be open, but it's not going to be anyone throwing around insults or anything. If you're throwing an insult, we block you and remove you, and that'll be the end of that. But if you got a legitimate question, ask, and not like a you're a baba because you baba because we don't want to hear it. I'm gonna let Hartley tell his story in his words, and nobody can tell the story better than the man himself. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Before that, at 8 p.m. Thanks, Ghost Eagle. I appreciate that, brother. We will talk tomorrow. Before that, at 8 p.m., I've also got Guardians of the Children Leamington chapter for their interview. So it's going to be two interviews, one from 8 to 9, one from 9 until it's over. So I gave Harley the most time because I'm sure we're going to have the most to talk about. And I'm going to be breaking what was one of my rules when I started this. When I started this whole thing, I really didn't want to get involved in big club politics, if you know what I mean. So the way I'm going to work this is I don't have a dog in the race and I don't have an opinion in the matter. I am the board to sound it from. Now, because I'm going to do this with Harley, then I have to be absolutely fair to all the other clubs. It's not that I've ever said no to a 1% club because I never would. They've never asked. But, the floor is now open because I'm taking the cork out of the bottle and we're letting the horses run and all those expressions, okay? So if you got a 1% club and you got some cool events coming up, I'm not going to use it for back and forth talk shit about other clubs' platform at all. But I will use it for any club, 1%, 99. I don't even know what that is because I never had that expression, and all the rest of it, and all the riding clubs we've had in the past. The interviews will continue. It's my favorite part of the week. So be here tomorrow at 9 for Harley's story, right? He's going to tell his own story instead of somebody else telling the story for him. I think that's only right. And before that, we're going to talk to Guardians of Children. They just did Hogs for Hospice down in Leamington, August 1st long weekend. And we're going to hear about these guys pull incredible numbers when they do that event. So we're going to talk about that and all the really good stuff that they do for the kids. And wherever there's a Guardians of the Children chapter set up, it's an international club, by the way, and they're doing good for the community. They're taking kids who have to go into court on gross things that they need a hand, and they go with the kids to court. They do a scholarship out of this one in Leamington for a kid to go to post-secondary. And they're there, man. So we're going to talk to them from 8 till 9. And then we're going to get on with it, right? All right, Ghost Eagle. I'm going to get fired off on the Thursday bike nights and stuff. We'll see what's going on out there. We got one at Aurelia Motorsports. They got a bike night coming up August 21. Oh, that ain't happening right away. So we'll get back to that one when it's closer to August 21. So we got Newmarket, man. Newmarket, August 7, Silver City, 6 to dark, but that's a weekly. So going down there, if you're in the Newmarket area, that's part of what I'm calling the 400 corridor there. There's a bike night in some little town or another from Barrie all the way down to like Newmarket, Ennisville, all those cool places. And you can pretty much do a bike night every night of the week if you live in that area. So that's not a bad deal. Belvalone, Alberta, they do one at Daff and Pat's. It looks like a chip truck going down there, backcountry Boar's Nest. So they got one. It's the first Thursday of the month. So we missed that one already. See, that's why I kind of don't like doing these lists anymore. They're kind of, you know. Oh, a time for that one? Sorry, bro. Yeah. But that one's the first Thursday, so we missed it, bro. And now I'm on Run to the Hills. That one there in Alberta, it doesn't even have a time on their poster, bro. Unfortunately, it just says first Thursday. They usually go 6 to 9, 6 to 10. Most bike nights do. Oh, and by the way, the show? Oh, the show tomorrow. The show. Thanks for joining us. The show tomorrow, with the big interview with Harley, is going to be at 9 p.m. So make sure you join in, get in the chat, tell everyone. It's going to be a lively chat. I know that. I did the reaction video yesterday. We had a good lively chat, didn't we, guys? So Burlington Bike Night and Social Cruise, Tuesday, August 5. So that one already happened. I think Sue's going to what bi-weekly now. We're gonna look into a little bit more. Sue, who's been doing the Burlington Bike Night and Social Cruise for a lot of years, I think she's gonna pack it in for next year or something like that. So everyone wants to get out there to Burlington and show her some support. She does all that stuff out of the goodness of her heart, and she's doing it to raise money for the Naval Center. I think it's to help kids who are interested in that sort of thing, right? Bacchus is doing a bike night these days. Maybe I'll see if I can get somebody from Bacchus MC up for an interview one day. But their next one is not till August 28th. And that's at Bronte Road. That's the Halton Region chapter. So keep that one in mind if you want to go show your love and your respect to the Bacchus MC, which is a very good bunch of dudes from what I understand. So ladies' night at Customs Creations, Saturday, or it's going to be July 24. Oh, we're only in July 9. No, not July, August. We're looking for August. So that's a long one. That was from July. Okay, here we go. Here's the ones that we know are happening every time, aren't they? Every Thursday, Duke and Duchess at 900 Jameson Parkway in Cambridge. Your host of the Ghost Riders Riding Club. Come on out for an interview one day, gentlemen. I'd love to have you guys talk about all the cool stuff you do. But every Thursday, you guys can go down and meet them at the Duke and Duchess right there in Cambridge from 7 till 9. All right. Time to get my head out of my ass and start talking about the ones that we know happen every Thursday. I think the Niagara one got moved to Sundays. Thursday, that's the Ghost Riders one again. Okay, who else do we know? Last Thursday of the month, that's no good to us. Thursday night, Override Social, that's past event. Who's this one? I think this one might be the one that happens all the time. Join us bike night. So they do it every every Thursday, sorry. Wendy's on Leslie and Lakeshore, right down in Toronto. So if you're a Toronto person, get on down there at 7 p.m. and hook up with these dudes and get out on a spin, man. Thursday at Duffy's, that goes down every week. And where's our place? Duffy's again. How come I can never remember where it is? The firm has a bike night. So the club is called the firm. That's your host. And I think Duffy's is out east, is it not? So these ones have been bounced. So yeah, so keep in mind the Thursday ones from the Niagara Coalition of Clubs has been changed now to Sundays. TikTok ran out of time. Sorry about that, TikTok people. Okay, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I'm figuring on getting on out of this one. Last Thursday of every month, June, July, and August. That seems to be a theme. I know there's a couple more I want to get up here. Bike Night Sudbury on Thursdays, it says, at Royal Distributing every Thursday from 4 to 7 up there on the Rock. So go check that one out, all you good people in Sudbury who happen to be checking out the channel. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? That is down again. Okay. And get through this quicker. So I'm really looking forward to this interview tomorrow. Like I say, if you're coming on and you got some sort of beef with the man, it won't be the place to air out that kind of laundry. But if you're interested and you want to know what's going on, because it's a very storied club, and you're interested, then come on and check it out tomorrow, Thursday, June 12th. Hello, Steve. Thanks for joining us, brother, getting in the chat and all that. Your book is in the mail, by the way. It got sent this afternoon. So it's on the way. Thank you for purchasing. While we're talking about the books, you guys were around in the 2000s when the 81 come on in Ontario, and they did it with very, 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 very little resistance. All saw that well planned. Anyways, I wasn't on that team. I was on the other team. You want to know what it was like for the person on the other team? Check out the book. I'm an ex-member. The names have been changed, by the way. And it just goes over my time in the club and the stuff I did in the club. And I had a wild time being in the club, man. I don't regret a second of it, except for when the bracelets went on and I had to wear orange for a while. Other than that, it was the best thing. I was honored, and I still am honored. So anyways, let's see what's going on down by Peterborough for Steve. Oh, Perry Sound there's one at Perry Sound on Thursdays, and they do it at Tim Hortons at exit 214. And then the other one at Perry Sound is happening tonight by the Red Riders. I just didn't have a chance to do a video for tonight. See, this is a Legion one at the Port Dover Legion. These guys are bi-weekly at the Port Dover Legion. So you get a nice ride down to Dover, and you get to help out the Legion while you're down there, right? That's not a bad thing. Now we got to remember, always at Harley's Pub and Perkin, mild every Thursday, 6 to 10. Great bunch of people. Go check them all out, and take something from the food bank. We're always out there helping their community when they can. That's our friends, the Handwriters Group, man. Check them guys out. I consider them to be friends of mine, although we've only ever spoken online, but they've always been around and gave me a hand when they could. So I'm down with them guys. That's why I find out this biker community we got here in Canada. We're kind of blessed, man. It's a good community, and the biker community is everyone's willing to help each other. Man, I like it. The Facebook group is going great. People ask a question about what's wrong with their bike, and people give them a real answer instead of saying, well, you shouldn't have bought a Honda. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But insert bike brand there, right? It's a good group. Everyone's it's going the way I want it to so far. So let's see if it goes. And we're almost at 10,000 people in the Facebook. And we just broke 1,000 on YouTube. And I couldn't be happier. And I thank everyone who watches. So we do one in Hamilton. Steve, want to ride down to Hamilton to get some wings? They got one every Thursday at Wingporium. Brought to you by the Sinners RC, 7 to 10. Go check that one out down there in the Hammer, man. You know you're having fun when you go to Hamilton. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. I've never met you in the chat before, and thank you for coming on and checking it out. I appreciate it. So we got Thursday Biker Thursdays all summer long in La Salette, Ontario. Where the heck is that? 2970 Swimming Pool Road, La Salette, Ontario. I got no idea where that is, man. Oh, I think that might be, is that the little brewery thing? I don't know what the heck that is. But hey, if you know, they do bike nights on Thursdays, which is what we're here to talk about. Oh, yeah. And there's always one. This is the one in the other part of the province that you get a bike night almost every night of the week if you plot it right. The Classy Chassis in the area. You got the Warriors and those guys helping out in Peterborough. And Peterborough goes Sunday, Steve. The Warriors do a bike day on Sunday afternoons, now that I think of it, brother. And Campbellford at the Grand Road, 130 Grand Road at the Canadian Tire parking lot. Oh, yeah. And keep in mind, all these bike nights, it doesn't matter what you ride, as long as you ride. Actually, you don't even got to ride. You just want to hang out with other guys that ride. Go. This is where you go to if it's a new spot that you're living in and you don't got no friends to ride with. This is the first step of finding some friends and getting out there and having a laugh, right? Maybe you find yourself an organization you want to become of, and everything can, everything goes how it goes. Okay, what's this one for? Every Thursday, plan a ride to the Track On 2. Oh, yes, this is the one in Alberta every Thursday from 5 till 9. They got food specials and stuff. It's called the Track On 2 Casino and Racing and all that stuff. And what's that town called again? It's a funny name to that town. Track On 2. Oh, no, it isn't. Lacombe, Alberta. So there's something for our viewers in Alberta, which Stefan happens to be one. So there's Norwich. It's first and third at the Legion in Norwich, Ontario. So the first and third Thursday from 6 to 9, if you're down there in the Norwich area, or again, take a ride to Port Dover. That's a nice little part. We're blessed up here in Canada. I can say that's a nice little part of the province. That's a nice little part of the country. And I'm right with whatever it is I'm saying. We got so many great places to ride around and be with friends and make them memories, man. So the Sly Fox every Thursday at 6, 2537 Hamilton Regional Road 56, Binbrook, Ontario. I believe that's on the eastern end of our province. Well, thanks for coming, Alex. It's your first time. I appreciate you checking it out. If you're in the biker scene or you have anything to post or stuff like that, the Facebook group, you can post directly to the wall, any sort of biker event, as long as it's open to the public and all that, right? There's that one again I spoke about in Toronto. Oh, no, it's a different one. 731 Eastern Ave. I think there used to be a clubhouse for one of the clubs in Toronto on Eastern Avenue back in the day. At the Wendy's parking lot at 7. I must get lit up. I think I'll be back later. I got some more tales from the clubhouse rolling around in my head. I want to get out there. Blackstock 20 Tuesdays. No, I think that one's been canceled for the season anyway. Thursday. There's that other one at Perry Sound I was talking about. So it used to be at Don Cherry's. Now it's at the Tim Hortons. Just so you know, Perry Sound. And it's from 7 to 9. Pembroke is a nice area, right? See, that's what I mean, bro. There's all these, if you go down to Norwich, Port Dover, I met you down there a couple of times. It's nice riding down there. If you go over and slide into Welland, Niagara area, great riding down there. Like we are so lucky to be where we are, right? In our country, you go out east, man, That's why I love posting up pictures from other provinces and from other people's rides and stuff. And you get those people live in BC and the mountains are in the background. Like, yeah, man, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Home night. That's the first one. I don't know what that one is for Elmvale. There's a Newmarket one. I mentioned the Newmarket one. Yeah, it's every Thursday at 6 at the Silver City. And Steeltown. Oh, there's one for Elmvale. Well, that's that one in that nice little town. But I don't think that's a weekly. I'm not 100% on that one. I think I'm going to wrap up this video for Thursday night rideouts. Let's have a quick little look if there's any updates and thank you stuff that people were putting out there. The Hand Riders group that I was just talking about, they are looking for people to join. So go check them guys out tomorrow night at their bike night. And see if you're going to join a cool little riding association like that. The Highlands. Oh yeah, okay. I'll do that. I'll make a show of it, Steve. That's a good idea. I got halfway through and I got to finish up a series. I asked Chat, what's it called, AI, what the 10 nicest ride routes in Canada are, and I've done this show on the 5 of them so far. I got to finish it up. So the Outliers look like they had a good weekend out there. That's not a bad looking pack. So they got out there, and these guys do lots of cool stuff up around the Ottawa area. And right now they're helping kids with backpacks full of school supplies and that shit. So good on them. Good people. They've been on for an interview. They're great people. Now these guys were on for an interview also. Fastlane Moto and his friend, they're the guys who do Torque and Throttle down in Niagara Falls. So they had a little rally on Sunday, and they're saying thank you to everyone who attended. And these guys are really good guys too. So they got some gear. The Torque or the Fastlane Moto is a shop and they sell stuff like this. And he does a bike night for everybody down in Niagara Falls. I think it's on Wednesday. So, like I say, I'm gonna drop this video off here for tonight, guys. We went through Thursday's bike nights pretty good. So coming up on Thursday, once again, I'm gonna announce it once again. You guys can spread the word near and far. 8 p.m. Guardians of the Children International Leamington chapter. They're going to be on for a 1-hour interview with me. We're going to talk about how Hogs for Hospice went last weekend, the August long weekend. They always do some incredible numbers, and there's other groups and stuff, so we're going to go over that. And then 9 p.m., set your timers, set your alerts. I'm going to have Harley Gwendon on here, and we're going to do it the biker way. We're going to let the man tell his own story. Whatever you guys want to think of it from there is up to you, right? We're not gonna throw shit at nobody and be disrespectful one way or the other. And the same will go for Harley. I won't let him talk shit about other people and other clubs either. I'm interested in his vision for the newly formed, again, Satan's Choice Motorcycle Club. It's got a long history here in Canada, and the club I was a part of, like I say, wouldn't have been, well, they probably would have been another way, but anyways, they came from some choice chapters, a couple generations before me in the 70s, and, I just wanted to talk to him about all that, see what he's got in mind. So until tomorrow, thanks everyone for checking out the video. And we'll be back double interview tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll see you then. Much love and respect.